Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Mateo Trades here, with my first ever trade recap on YouTube, and this is an absolute banger for the first one. Um, Today was like an organized mess. That's how I'll explain it. This was a really interesting day, probably the most interesting day I've seen in a while. So let's just get straight into it. I use replay mode for this. Okay, so coming into the day, we are at all-time highs. So I'm obviously bullish. Pull back into this daily BISI, which I was looking to hold, and then we see a run back to all-time highs. Now on the 4 hour, it did not look like this. We were holding this for value gap. We had a small tap into this, and this for value gap was holding as well. And this just looks like a clear buy model toward this high. So I was expecting internal to external. On the 1 hour, oh, why is this not working? Hold up. On the 1 hour, yeah, we had just like this, and then, hold up, let me see. Oh shoot, never really used this before. Yeah, and then we had this 30-minute unfilled right above, which at this is what it looked like at 9:30 open. So coming into the day, basically I was expecting a pullback to this 15-minute to look for some sort of caught, and I would basically just be targeting this 30-minute unfilled. So I mean, yeah, that would have been super A plus if we could have just gotten a pullback into this and then longs, but what ended up happening is we dumped back down to this low, this 4 hour intermediate term low. Then on ES, hold up, let me find it. There. Okay, so we soup out Asia session lows, and then on the next candle we get a 1 minute IFVG to the upside. So basically, at this point, we had this 5 minute unfilled right here. Now, me being kind of dumb, I thought that I wasn't paying attention to this. I didn't have it marked out, so I thought the 5 minute break even would be right here. And so I took this and then immediately hit my break even point. And I realized it, like, I didn't hit the 5 minute, so I didn't go break even, and I was in drawdown. It was like around here, and I was low-key started tweaking out, and I was like, yo, I'm just gonna put my take profit here and hope it hits. And then after, I don't know how, but on, like, literally we had like a 1 second rip right here, and I got break even on that. So that's pretty lucky. But anyway, yeah, this trade was okay. I would say, like, overall, I think this model was really good, but I think that this inversion was just way too close to this 5 minute. So it would have been probably smart to just wait for the 5 minute, or to just wait for a pullback before hitting the 5 minute or something, just for a bit better RR, because it is 64 points stop loss. So I don't know. It's an okay trade, a little bit too risky. I think, yeah, it definitely would have been better if I waited for a retrace. But also I was waiting for a 30-second here, but there wasn't a 30-second. I did see a lot of people take this 15-second, which looked amazing, but I don't really trade the 15-second. I feel like I need to develop more discretion before I can start trading the 15-second. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the 30-second plus for now. But yeah, so that was the first trade. Just got break even on that, luckily, and then we ended up ripping lower, which I was kind of pissed off about, because I love this draw to these equal highs at data highs today, so I really wanted to see that. But yeah, then we got this SMT. Well, we already had the SMT, but we tapped EQ of this range, and this SMT was still in play. We also tapped into this lower hourly down here, and then we gave a 4 minute IFVG right here, which did have about 100-point stop, so I just placed a limit stop loss at CE of the rejection block. And the idea here was we had some slanted highs right here, we had this 30-minute unfilled, and then these super clean draws above, also all this. So yeah, I liked this a lot, but my condition going into the day was the 4 hour for IGAP. And so basically the way I was planning to play this is if we could close the 4 hour above, because this was at, what time was this? No, yeah, so this candle closed at 9:56. So if we could close above this, then I would be willing to just hold until we got break even up here. But if we ended up closing through this 4 hour, then I could have seen the 10 a.m. manipulation lower to take out this low, and then longs back up. And I would be like a little bit more condition based and a bit more risk off after that 4 hour inversion. But so yeah, so I ended up 4 hour ended up closing like this through this, yeah, through the 4 hour. So let me just, yeah, so 4 hour inversion. And basically at this point I kind of did the exact same thing. I just, bro, okay, basically I just waited for it to come back to break even, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to deal with all that. So I just got out here. Also, I have all my executions and stuff. I'll show that after. But yeah, so just came back up to here, and yeah, I just closed out because of what I just said. Could see the 10 a.m. rip lower off open. In hindsight, I think I maybe could have held this. We did have this big fat rejection block, but I feel like it was just safer to close and then wait for a caunt, which is what I did. And yeah, I think I played this pretty well, but I think it was also valid to leave running if you had the conviction for it, especially having manipulated so much already. Didn't really need to see more, but I think closing was probably the right idea, at least for me. And so basically from here, we tapped into this 15-minute, the CE of this rejection block. Now we're inside of this 15-minute, but I don't really care because we have this hourly unfilled above. And then we open this 5-minute right here. And then this was 10:30 open. So we also had, yeah, this was on the 32nd. So we were generating some buy side up here. We had some good low resistance liquidity, some slanted highs. We had equal highs above. And then, yeah, so we made this 5-minute right here. And then, yeah, so we tap into that, open a 30-second to potentially inverse and run back up to these highs and back to this hourly unfilled. And just super textbook 30-second long. Like, this was really good. This RR sucked, but I went break even here, so I didn't really care that we were that close to this what's it called, to this internal high. I wanted to see the close here, and I was kind of pissed off that we closed there, but it's fine. I mean, still like decent RR to this high, and I kind of thought that we would just rip straight through, because usually when we are aligned with time like this, like we had this 10:30 PO3, normally it's pretty good displacement, so I wasn't too worried about the break even. But yeah, we did end up getting break even on this, and ripped back to this low, gave a pretty strong soup right here. And yeah, so soup this 5-minute intermediate term low, and then we were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point I was like kind of done for the day. Like 3 trades, all of them got break even. We were about to open this 15-minute, but then after I saw that we souped this like really strong soup, super clean internal model. Like this is just such a clean buy model, back up to these internal highs, and then we get a really nice 1-minute inversion right here. So I entered longs off of that. Yeah, that candle there. Break even was going to be at this high, and then I wanted to see like a really quick run, just because we were super close to this internal high. But you know, it was pretty late in the session. It was like, yeah, like 10:43, And I wasn't too worried about this 15-minute because it was mitigated. Really good internal soup, and we already tapped the 5 minutes, so it's a 15-minute breakaway gap. So yeah, I wasn't really too worried about that. And this high looked really obvious, so yeah, just like pretty clear break even, I thought, but low-key started tweaking out in the middle of this trade, and I was like considering closing early because this 15-minute, and I just had to like continually remind myself that this was a breakaway gap and that we don't have any reason to run lower and that the PO3 is actually aligned. So yeah, this was a bit of a stressful trade, but did end up getting break even there and then hit full TP there. So really hard day. Or I guess it wasn't like a hard day, but it's like mentally hard day because 4 trades is probably the most I've ever taken. And I mean, I think all of them were valid, and I think my trade management was valid on all of them. I'm a little bit annoyed about this trade that I didn't see the 5 minute immediately. I don't know. I probably should have marked it out. And I think otherwise I played this pretty well. I'm happy with this close. Yeah, this played this one perfectly. After this though, I was low key kind of tweaking a little bit, so I had to really calm myself down before taking this one. Happy I was able to do that, and then yeah, I'm also just really happy that I didn't close here because I was really close to just, especially I think when ES took out this high. Wait, where was it? Oh wait, never mind. Okay, I think when ES took out that high, I was like low key considering going break even, and I don't know, I was just kind of tweaking out, but I'm happy I was able to just chill out and let this play out. But yeah, pretty good day today. It was a bit of a mess, but yeah, I don't know. This didn't end up playing out, did it? Yeah. Oh wow, okay. It did end up playing out to these draws, which I thought were the very like obvious draws for the day. But yeah, pretty happy with today, to be honest. I'm just gonna go to the gym now and just try to clear my head and yeah, like eat something because I haven't eaten yet today. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty happy with today. I'll be posting more trade recaps in the future, and yeah, thank you for watching and peace out.